Hey everybody, welcome back to Dress the Quest. I am your wonderful game master, and I am so excited to come back and find out how our players are going to do. It's been quite a rough moment for them last episode. So, before we do that, we're going to first take a quick round to go around. As you can see, we only have 4 players tonight. We had somebody come up with an emergency, so we are going to wish them best wishes, and our cleric is going to say a prayer to Shantea for them. But while we're doing all that, Alex, why don't you start us off?
Hi, I'm Alex, also known as Idly. I'll be playing Erwina, our Stars Druid.
All right, Eric.
Snark!
That's our Hexblade Warlock. Um, Torrance.
Hi guys, I'm Torrance, and I will be playing your Paladin, Castle.
And Chris.
Hi everyone, I'm Chris, and I'll be playing Jinjak Wonderful, our human cleric.
All right, and a quick thank you, of course, to Nerdius Maximus, who provides all of our music tonight, as our music will change a little bit as our players start to venture deeper into the caverns. So, let's see here. Anything else we need to know? Welcome. If this is the first time you've seen us, we've moved to 8 o'clock, 5 o'clock, depending on where you're at. But yeah, let's give you kind of a breakdown of what happened the last couple episodes, shall we? So, our adventure began in Caer Konig, where our players met. They completed a mission there to help the town, and then ventured into a place known as East Haven. East Haven is a large metropolis city that has a strange background in thievery. And it seems that pickpocketing is not really a big thing here. Everybody's allowed to do it. Nobody gets in trouble for it. Our group wasted a couple thugs, and then we had a very dramatic moment where the players had to witness a public execution of a red wizard of Thay. Now, these people are not good people, and over time they understood that there was problems here, but still, it was quite a sight to be seen. Snark almost put somebody to the flogging, but that was rescued. And Castle was picked out of the crowd by a captain of the guard that had given them another quest. There's 4 missing fishermen that seem to have just vanished off the lake. And with the upcoming storm and the potential for additional danger, the captain was not able to give the proper push to find these. So she offered the group to go look, and anything that they found, of course, they could keep, along with potentially a reward at the end. The group found themselves in a small village-like inn, with only one person in there at the time. But with some creativity and some magic, the players bustled this place to the point of almost busting out of the seams. And a great and merriful evening was had. They spoke to a lady of the dead who was able to give them some more insight on some different things around the area. They gathered their stuff, headed off into the lake where they were able to gain passage. And then as they were traveling over the icy grounds, they ran into these strange creatures of steam and ice. As they vanquished them, they found themselves running for their lives as a group of strange bluish-black harpies are flying overhead like a set of ravens or vultures preparing to attack. And this, of course, is where we start our adventure tonight. So let me get our players here so we can begin. All right, so for our players who have been paying attention, we are in the ice right now, and you have just vanquished off those creatures And now you have that soaring feeling as the shadows glint against the ground as 3 harpies kind of swing in this circular motion above. Not sure if they're preparing to attack or not, but they are definitely watching you very closely. What do you all do?
I suggest we look for some cover.
Yeah, good idea. And I cast Minor Illusion. I'm going to make a mound of ice over me.
Okay, so for those that were not looking at the time, when you look back, you will see this very small iceberg, like icicle in the middle of the ice. For those looking, you just watched Snark turn into an icicle. So,
I'm going to look around for a cave, or
okay.
where I think a cave would be, or any kind of a building, anything.
Okay, give me a survival check or a perception.
I'll give myself a little bit of Shantae's blessing.
Sounds good.
That'll be a 28.
Nice.
Easily, you're able to see the entire cliffside in the distance. It's as if Shantea just gave a whisk, or it just blew wind across as this entire cliffside opens up in front of you, about 60, 80 feet away. You can see in the distance 3 sets of cavern openings that are about 20 to 30 feet off the ground as this cliffside is just iced up from the side.
I share this with the group.
Okay.
And swing my shield up. Say, what do you say?
I think Erwina wants to insight the behavior of the harpies and see if they're likely to attack. Because it seemed like we were a little on the fence.
Okay. Yeah, give me a... I will say for that, it's going to closer to be because of the distance. Are you trying to figure it based off of prior knowledge or just off of...
Their behavior, like their own behaviors. Are they behaving more like almost like vultures, circling, looking to pick off the scraps? Are they just curious, or are they seeming like they're going to be now in an attack formation?
Okay. Give me an insight on that one.
Okay. She's going to use the Whispers of the Stars. Let's see. A 13.
13. You can see that they seem to be in a motion of prey, but you're not sure if you're the prey or if somebody else or something else in the area is the prey.
Okay. Yeah, and then she'll let the others know that they're definitely seeming to be scavenging at least for something. And then we'll hightail it with Jinjak.
Okay, so you guys are hightailing towards the cliffside.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Whatever position that we're going to be running in, I want to be center. So if they do attack, I can impose disadvantage with protection.
Okay. Perfect. As you kind of reposition yourselves, and you can kind of place yourself where you want to be in this little circular group right here, and then we will start to begin that process as they do start to not only swarm around you, but they seem to start getting lower and lower as you get closer and closer to or as they start to approach your location.
Okay, never mind.
I'm gonna fire off a light spell, a cantrip as we go, and
Okay.
I'll touch Benji's great sword and put it on that.
Okay. So as the light starts to emanate off of the great sword, off the ogre slayer, you run, and I'm gonna have you all. Who's the fastest? Or are you guys all staying in a pretty consistent order?
I personally would like to be within 5 feet of 3 people at any given point, whether or not that's you guys kind of like rotating and take like that's fine, but I want to be able to at least impose disadvantage like once per round for someone.
Okay.
So as long as I'm within 5 feet of at least 2 of you at any given point, that'd be great.
So I think at this point it's probably a good time for us to just roll some initiative, unless you guys are going to bolt and see how, unless you have other ideas. We're going to at least start our initiative.
I think Erwina's, if we're going with light and we're not going stealthy, I think she's gonna go starry form. She's gonna use one of her starry forms.
Okay. Sounds good. So that puts us. So we'll clear everybody's initiative, and then you all can roll your new initiative while the harpies roll. Then get a roll for the harpies.
Did mine show up?
No, yours and Benji's did not show up.
Do it again.
Benji's is a 4. And if you need me to roll, and there goes yours. And you've got a 10. Okay, cool. So, Arowina, with you being at the top, you said you're going to activate your starry form.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think she's gonna use her action to I think she's going to hold her. I think she's just gonna dash.
Okay. So right now they are about 30 feet in the air, just so everybody's aware.
Okay.
So she's just going to dash. So we're going to say that if you guys are heading to this corner at the top, that you'd be approaching that hillside. So. So where are you dashing to, Benji? Or not Benji, Arowina.
Yeah, she's gonna book it.
She's just booking it? Okay.
She's just booking it forward. It's either that or just hold an action, but her best range weapon is a bonus action, so she can't.
Okay.
And she's heading in the direction that Jinjak said.
Okay.
For cover.
This harpy is going to continue to kind of do this. They're going to sweep down, and they're going to pick at. Let's see here. Got 4. Let's see. They're going to go after Castle.
That's fine.
So that's going to just be a single attack. So they're going to do a claw at you as they swing down and just try to catch you. Do you have any, are you at full health?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's better. Does a 15 hit?
It does not. My AC is an 18, so
All right.
Yeah.
no, they can try.
Okay, so they're just going to swing down, kind of like scrape against your armor, and then disengage and fly back up.
Just kind of shake some of my own feathers off, like I'm the bird.
Jinjak, you're up.
I'm not gonna move until Castle does. Or actually, I'll move like this, 1 hex, and then I'm gonna hold my action to move at the same time as Castle.
Yeah.
Consider.
Okay. Would you rather me put you in the order to do that consistently, or you just want it just for this round?
I don't understand. I mean, the thing is, I don't want to run ahead, get attacked without her around.
Right. Well, I'm
I
just
think
saying in the
we're-
initiative order, if you want to be at or underneath Castle, then I can just mark you down to be below Castle's round.
I do not want to be below Castle's round, though. That's the
Okay.
thing.
Got it.
Yeah.
Because if I'm below Castle's round, she moves, and then I move.
Yeah.
And I move the same time that she does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. The other 2 harpies are going to do the same thing. They're just going to swing down and pick off as needed or as they can. Let's see. It's going to be. That one's going to go after Benji.
They have disadvantage.
Okay. Is Benji hurt at all?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so it's a normal then. 12 won't hit, and this one's going to fly this side a little closer. And then the next one is going to do. That one's going to be after Benji as well. Can you port disadvantage on all?
It's once per round.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a reaction.
Got
so
it.
it's just once per round. Yeah.
And an 11 still doesn't hit, so it's going to fly over here.
I think I can like do more than one target at like higher levels, but
Mhm.
as of right now, it's just one person per round.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then that puts us back. That puts us off to Snark.
How come they're not singing? Harpies that can't sing are like giants that are short. Ha! All right. He's going to do for bonus action Hexblade Curse. I'll do this guy,
What's the distance on that?
and then I'll go ahead and fire a bolt. Not Hex Bolt, but Eldritch Blast.
What's the distance on your curse?
So it's a Hexblade Curse at 60 feet.
Okay, yep, you're good. And you said this one right here?
The close one to my left.
Oh, okay, that one. Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so here. Looking at our weapons. Gotta get used to the forge. Neither. There we go. Okay.
There it goes. Yep.
They come out. Oh, I gotta use. That's right. Then they hit the button after.
Yep.
Heck. That's gonna miss.
10. Flies away, just kind of dodges out of the way. Just walks
Damn it!
All right.
I'll move. Which direction is the escape route? Is that north?
Towards Arowena, so north.
Wait, Carolina is.
Way up here.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
She
Yeah,
darted.
can you please move me 30 north?
Sure. Let's see here.
Thank you.
Okay. And then that puts us at Castle.
Awesome. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and move 10 feet, and I would like to ready an action with an attack action with my sword should one come at me.
Okay. Sounds good.
But for now, I'm just moving 10 feet at a time to try and give people the opportunity to stay close to me.
Okay.
Because as long as like I have them like right there, I can
Keep them
impose.
protected.
Yeah, next round. Mm-hmm.
Got it. Jinjack, I'm guessing you're just going to move right next to her then. Just follow her. Okay. So you can move yourself. And then Benji.
How high up is this one right here?
They're all currently at 30 feet.
Okay. She's going to run to here,
Okay.
rage, and throw a javelin. Rah!
Yeah. It's
Where'd
just
she
like
go?
Benji.
Where'd she go? Did she underneath? Did she go underneath castle?
Obvious.
No, she went underneath. That's the
Oh,
The
she went
goblin.
underneath. Okay, got it. Yep.
yes.
Cool.
It says 30 feet out because it's 30 feet for short range.
Yep. Got it.
Javelin. Did it show up?
It did. So yep. Now you hit the attack.
Right. Yeah. Check. Go. Long. Oh,
Swings,
roll.
flies out of the barrel, rolls out of the way.
Okay.
All right.
That's it.
I almost want to play a game, but it's not low enough. I was gonna say you're gonna have to see if you could get out of the way as it was coming back down at you, but since you were standing right underneath it. But
Gotcha.
Arowina, you're up.
Everybody did not dart the way they said they were going to. She's like, you guys are slow. I thought we were running.
She looks back and she's like, "Where'd everybody go?"
I thought we were running.
Snark says, "Stick with the plan. Run away." They got
I-
this.
So she's moved back, what, 10 feet? No. Yeah, 15. How far up is this guy? We're gonna have to break out some triangles and do some
So
math.
currently, all the harpies are floating at 30 feet above.
30 feet above. So if we do the math, they should be no more than 60 feet away. The hypotenuse, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Um,
I will say they are no more than 60 feet away. If you've got 30 feet above and 30, we're gonna do 30 and 30. This whole angle stuff. I don't know if I can pull
Yeah.
that one off.
Yeah.
A
look,
squared plus B squared
or
equals C squared.
and
Yep.
it's- So just to make math easier, she's gonna guiding bolt because math is hard today. And she's gonna go for the one that Benji just threw at.
Okay.
$22,
That is definitely gonna hit.
and then her damage. 13 radiant.
Yeah. So is you, and because it was, so as you fire off the guiding bolt, you watch as this thing just turns into just a thing of feathers as it just falls to the ground. Dead.
All right. Let's see.
Okay.
Can she still move? Yes. 15, 20. She'll kind of move back into the group, and she's gonna archer form at another one.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what she's designed to do. 19.
19 definitely hits.
We're gonna do a little bit of chip damage with a 6. But you know
6.
what? It's what we got for a bonus action. Not
Okay.
bad, not bad.
Nope, not bad. You watch as it hits the wing. They kind of dip for a moment and then swoop back up and kind of present themselves again, ready to attack again. But
Okay.
you knocked out the one that was in good combat order, so that moves us directly to Jinjack.
Alrighty. Alright, staying close to castle still. But I'll pop out my crossbow. Oh,
Okay.
this one's wounded, right? This guy?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna give him the toll then.
Okay.
I'll say, hey, Harpy, Shantea hates you. Bong.
How long? What's the range on that?
60 feet.
Okay. Should be good.
DC 13. Wisdom save.
30 and 30. Yep. All right. Ooh, let's see what we got here. 16.
Nice.
Oh, damn you, Harpy. All right. And then I'm going to wait for Castle to move before I move, and I will mirror her movement.
Okay. And that puts us at our harpies. We're going to do the same thing we did last time, though this one is going to directly get these two. This one will go after. Actually, I don't think it. Fives that way. This one is going to kind of swarm. It's not going to attack. Closer. This one is going to attack Benjamin. And Benji's been hit, so that's with advantage. The 20
that
hit.
hits. Yeah.
I have to check because I know Benji's got some power. Got some
Yes.
power over there.
She has 15 armor now.
Yep. Scrapes against her skin for 3 points.
Okay, so it's it'll be 1, right? Because she's raged.
Yes. All right, and then the second one's already went. Snark, you're up.
Okay. These aren't harpies. They can't sing. They're larpies. And I will go ahead and see the range. I think the range is plenty for my Eldritch Blast, so I'll probably just use that again.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Spell.
Eldritch Blast should be pretty high ranged.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I forgot to add a D4 by the way to hit because I'm blessed. So from last game.
Okay.
That's last a minute, right? So 10 minutes? 1 minute?
Is it 10 minutes? 1 minute? Jinjack?
Sorry, what?
Bless.
Oh, the bless is,
But Bless worn off.
hang on. I think it's 1 minute. But
If it's
let me-
1 minute, it's definitely gone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Concentration up to 1 minute. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, my range is 120 feet. Yeah, so I'm good. In that case, I'm going to move 30 more feet away. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to shift my Hexblade Curse to the other guy. And then go ahead and attack.
Which one are you shifting to?
The one in front of Benji.
Well, that's the one that has it.
Okay. I missed anyway.
Okay. Oh yeah, that would have swooped over here. Okay.
Then please move me up 30 feet north.
North again. Okay.
I'm still running.
Yeah. So as you get closer, you can now see that this slides quickly slopes into a 30 feet incline up onto a cave side. But what you also can notice is there are larger pieces of that wood that you saw earlier on the ground as you got closer. So while we're doing that, Castle, you're up.
All right. I'm still holding my attack, so I'm just gonna continue to move another 10 feet. So
Okay.
yeah, 5, 10. There we go.
You can move faster than that, though, can't you?
Yeah, but I want to keep you close.
But
Oh,
he's
no.
running with you. He's staying.
I'm running with you.
Oh, if
Yeah.
he's running with me, then we'll go ahead and do. So it's 10,
The max you could do would be your without dashing, because he wouldn't be able to keep up with a dash.
Yeah, no, I'm not dashing. So let's see, that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay.
Jack would follow behind.
Yep.
Okay. Benji's up.
Benji is going to. So there's one to her left in the air, right?
Yes.
Okay. She's going to save her action until that creature or another one comes down at her.
Okay. Is she moving at all or no?
No.
All right. Arowina?
All right. Falling back with her friends now that we've all caught up with each other. Yeah, that's 15 feet. She's going to starry form that one. 22 to hit
That definitely hits.
for 10 damage.
Okay. The same one?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So as that one hits the wing, you watch as it falls to the ground, just slams into the ice.
What else I can do at range? She's going to call that a turn.
Okay. And staying near castle.
Yep, staying near castle.
All right. Jinjak.
Alrighty. I'll fire a crossbow bolt at it this
Okay.
time.
It's 40 feet away.
There you go. Bam.
So yep, still good.
We'll roll 16.
16 hits it.
All right. Normal hit.
2 points.
Boink.
Yeah.
Take that. Staying in formation.
All right. With that last shot, you're gonna watch the harpy kind of squawk and then turn around and start flying south east, or yeah, southeast,
Away from us.
away from you. Yes.
Brave, brave Sir Robin.
It's gonna take its full 60 feet and pretty much disappear. All right. Yeah. For the moment, combat stopped. But as the two harpies are laying on the ground, Benji's standing below in a rage as the rest of you are starting to head towards the caves.
Is anyone really badly hurt that I can see? Like under half hit points?
Yeah, what's
Benji-
Benji got?
Yeah, Benji's only down a few.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I've got a little bit of chip, but not too bad.
All right. Just head for the cliff then.
Yeah, let's go.
As you start to approach the cliffs, specifically Snark, they're the first one to hear this. As the wind pours through the caverns, this just bone curdling moan can be heard from within the wind itself. But also you can see where portions of the boat have been pieced out, heading up to the edge of the cave, where about 3/4 of the boat is left, as it's resting against the side of the cave, or the side of these caverns.
Can I do some kind of investigation check into like these boats to make sure that like we're kind of like in the right place?
Sure. What are you looking for specifically?
I mean, we're looking for these fishermen, and so my assumption is this their boat? Is this another group's boat that was also trying to traverse this area? Just trying to get, make sure that like we're not just gonna go start poking around in maybe something we shouldn't be.
Okay. Yeah, give me an investigation as you get closer to this boat.
With my plus 4, I know nothing.
So you see a boat on the ground. And on the boat it says "Bunch O Knuckleheads," and kind of carved into the side of the boat. But you haven't found anything that really give you resemblance of is this something you're looking for or something that might just be this there.
Bunches of Knuckleheads isn't really Castle's cereal brand. She's a Raisin Bran kind of girl, so she's not interested.
All right. So as you all are approaching this area, I'm guessing, is that what we're? All right. So as you do approach the caves, you can see in the distance three openings. So you've got a northern opening, and then about 20 feet away, this middle opening, and then below, you can see where the ice continues to actually just completely come into the cavern. The other two, the ice has kind of just came up the hill, up the wall of the cavern, and then just stopped at the top. Doesn't seem to be entering. There's 3 spots there, and then there's also the ice that's continuing to come out of the cavern.
Just so you know, I'm out of spells. I wouldn't mind a short rest. That's why I was thinking we'd find a place.
You've got 3 cave openings, and you have an ice cave. Or you can just wait outside, and hopefully the harpies aren't coming back.
Let's go into one of the cave openings in case that harpy went and found some friends.
If we want to go into the iced over cave, I can open it up using shape water to melt a 5-foot passage.
All right,
And
how
then
about
we
it?
can close it after us too, because I can then re-ice it.
Once we check inside to make sure that,
Of course, but we can actually close it.
that's
So you're
great.
following in the same way that the water, that looks like at one point the water was just coming out of.
Is that what you guys want to do?
So that's the only one that's not going to take any time for you to climb. The other 3 are going to take time to climb up. That's the difference.
You said there's water coming out of that one?
No. So if the lake wasn't frozen, that seems to be where the water would have been coming from. But the entire thing is frozen.
Okay.
Let's go up here.
Okay, then that's where we go.
Maybe they have a Howard Johnson. Never mind.
As you guys get closer. Oops, hold on, let me make sure, because I'm sure I did not turn off tokens. Yep, I did. Alright, let's have everybody see their stuff now.
Okay, Snark's gonna use stealth.
Okay. So this is where you guys are coming here at the corner.
Your arena is gently glowing for 10 minutes.
For Starry Form?
Yeah. So if we have
Alright.
light.
So, yeah, so as you look, as Arowena kind of is giving off this bluish purple glow, you see Snark just gone. That's never concerning with Snark.
No, not at all.
This is the cave entrance that's sealed?
No, so they're not sealed. I'm just saying this is where the water would have come from if it was. The other ones, if you can see, they're actually cliff sides. So you would have had to climb them to get into the other entrances.
Is there a dry spot here, or is that all water on the ground or wet ice?
This is all ice, other than that one spot right there that's right next to the edge of the cave.
We have our full shoes that let us walk on ice.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking of a good place to rest.
So if you want to continue to, you could try to get up this. This one seems to be the lowest, and then as you continue to go north, they seem to get higher and higher on the cliff.
What are
Well,
you guys thinking?
I don't know. I mean, like, I really don't like the idea of exploring strange caverns without my spells. But if you're game, if that's what you want to do, you know.
I want to hear the consensus of what everybody's thinking.
Benji says we need to find a safe place to rest.
So that's what we're doing. We're gonna rest.
Well, I'm thinking right here by the cave mouth.
Okay.
You know,
Alright.
the harpies can't come down on us unless it's in one direction. So we just, you know, sit down, take an hour, and just keep watch. How's that sound?
I'm fine. I'm fine with it. Works for me.
All right. So as you guys approach this, you can see that the ice is just completely frozen over as you get deeper and deeper. And once you get outside of, like, in the cave itself, though, it is pitch dark, other than the light that's giving off of currently Arowina and Benji. So just a heads up on that. So how far are you guys going into? Because this is what you guys would be seeing right now, just glancing off of the ice itself.
Right where
Yeah.
Tiny's, like, here, I'll mark it. I mean,
Oh, you guys
Not
want to go
this
right there
part.
in that little
Right,
Yeah.
So right where we were. Okay.
right where you were, just trying to keep you guys off the ice completely, so you can have a moment to just relax.
well, it's not a good idea to rest on ice, I don't think.
Wouldn't be easy. It wouldn't be very easy. No, you're absolutely right.
Your butt would get cold.
Probably be cold. Yeah. All right. So
Oh,
as you guys,
I found short rest on the sheet. There it is.
all right. So you guys are taking a short rest here.
I think so. That seems to be what we're doing.
But
Yeah.
don't you need a long rest?
Yeah, you need a long rest for spells generally.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
You're
So
a player.
sorry. I'm used to playing a wizard. That's why.
It happens. Rules
Okay.
are hard.
I will say at least you'll get your hit point. You could roll for hit die, and somebody might get some extra stuff back. I don't remember.
It's very strange because I'm pretty sure I was badly wounded last time, but I'm showing full hit points here.
We all got healed.
We did?
Yeah, because I think,
Yeah, you spent all your spell slots on healing.
yeah,
I
you,
did.
You got messed up.
yeah, because,
It was me and Arwina that got hurt. I remember.
and I got hurt, and
You lay of hands.
I laid on hands someone else because I was healed by you.
Mhm.
Okay.
I think Benji got hurt pretty good too.
Yeah, and I laid on hands her, and it brought her back.
Because I
Well,
have damage, but not a whole lot.
I still have my channel divinity left.
Okay.
Well, if we're not going to take a long rest, and if no one's hurt, and if I'm not going to get any spells back, then I guess we can continue.
Okay. Works. Either way works for me. It's one less use of starry form that I have to lose. I still will glow.
All right.
That lasts for 10 minutes.
Normally, I'd say sneaky person on point. Snart, you around?
Maybe.
Who knows?
You mind scouting about 20 feet ahead of us?
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah. And if you see anything dangerous or strange, just come back.
Oh.
They'll move at walking speed behind you. How's that sound?
Okay.
You gotta creep in there, Snark. He's gonna creep
Ah,
in.
stepped on a chicken. Stupid cave chickens.
Snark, I said you had to move quietly.
So are you heading in through the waterway though?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you move into the waterway, you notice as you get closer and closer. Once you get around this corner here, you can see a frozen waterfall just from 30 feet up, just falling down. But it's just a sheet of ice.
Is it super thick? Like, is it hard to see through?
It is. You can see like it's not super thick to hard to see through. Like you can see glimpses of the cave wall behind it.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll just keep going up because I'm sure that I'm extremely stealthy right now.
Yes. So you're gonna go all the way up to the waterfall.
Yeah.
Right. So right now you're resting on the edges of the waterfall.
Okay.
So I'll put you right there by the waterfall.
I'd said that we were just going to walk and have him 20 feet ahead of us, eh?
Okay.
As far as we know, although we can hear him from back here.
Yeah. I'm assuming he's stealthy to other people. Why am I in the front? This is the question, right?
If we want to, Erwina will take a little bit of the point behind Snark because I still have a range bonus action attack.
Okay.
So I'm a little bit more comfortable being after Snark.
Okay. So you're currently sitting at the edge of that waterfall, Snark.
Okay.
So are you climbing it or?
I'm not sure if I'm so good at climbing unless I can use my acrobatics.
Okay. Are you looking for like juts of, how do you want to do it? Like, describe to me how you're going to use your acrobatics to get up there.
Is it a consistent flat face or is there like bumps and things and shapes?
It does look like there's like I said, it's a waterfall that's just been frozen over, so you can see pieces of the water, like where the different types of textures would be.
Okay, I would, the way I would like to use it using acrobatics if possible is find a series of ledges and little outcroppings where I can jump and do like flips and cartwheel in the air and land on another one and just kind of hop my way up the side as long as I don't have to grab on it.
Okay, give me an acrobatics check then.
Here goes nothing.
See what happens to Snark.
If it rolls today, it's not going to be pretty. Here we go. Whoops, wrong one. Hold on. Acrobatics. I got this.
So as you jump up onto the waterfall, you get to a point where you lose your footing, you draw your blade and you scrape against the waterfall. And as you do, you feel a tightening around your foot as this small piece of the waterfall starts to pour outward. And I need... Let me see here.
That's weird.
Oh, God.
Snark, you gotta stop chasing waterfalls. You gotta stick to the rivers and the lakes that we're used to.
So yeah, as this happens, you feel immediately this rush of water come out and like punch you, in all honesty, and I need you to give me a well, actually no, and now you're grappled. Like you can see Snark now hanging from a foot upside down against this waterfall as he's hooked into this jutted piece of the water that's stuck out.
So he's like stuck in the waterfall?
Correct.
Does it look just like because he broke it or because it attacked him?
Give me a perception.
Okay.
Ah, help!
14.
It looks like something. It looks like an additional piece of the water has come out and grabbed a hold of his foot. So it looks like the ice is corroded or collapsed around his foot.
So how much damage was that, sir?
What was that?
How much damage was that?
8.
Ow.
8
Oh,
points of
thank
cold.
God, okay.
8 points of cold damage.
Okay, that's cool. Luckily, I still have the 4 from the Jin Jack's little speech, and then I have 15 left still. So
Okay.
Cool. All right. Okay. Let me know it's my turn.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
Erwina walks a little closer and is like, she hasn't quite clocked that something weird. Well, beyond the fact that Snark is now somehow inside of the waterfall.
Well, it doesn't look like he's inside. It looks like his
Or
foot is inside.
His foot is inside.
Yeah.
Erwina is going to go like a couple feet. She's going to walk up, and with shape water starting to melt and reform stairs into the waterfall.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you melt the water, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Let's see, where are those? Okay, here they are.
So as the water starts to melt, you feel this spray come over your shoulder as it like sprays outward.
That's not what that. I mean, that's the spell can do that, but that's not what this is supposed to be doing.
Watch out! This water's weird.
You could say that again, I suppose, if you really needed to.
Does anybody else want to do anything at this moment?
Benji wants to help.
Okay.
How high up is Snark?
She's gonna how high? So probably 15 feet.
Okay.
I was gonna move up, but
Good, Jin Jack.
oh, all right. Well, following him, but I see Arwina run ahead.
So you
So
watched
I'll-
Arlena run ahead. You saw you can see on the ground that there is actual water there, which is very strange for this being a completely iced over area. And against the wall is just this running water underneath the ice now that Arlena has pulled some of the ice away.
Can I see the weird?
You do not see the weird itself, no. It's not actually a weird. It's just using the step.
Oh, okay. Can I see whatever is attacking Snark?
As I said, you can see that the water itself has hardened underneath against its foot. That's why it's hanging
Alright.
upside down. I will say though, at this moment, because of how much time is going by, the water is continuing to start to creep up Snark's leg.
Can I shoot the ice? So is it ice that's holding his foot, or is it actual water?
It looks like ice, and then but the water seems to be pouring around it, so it's continuing to get farther and farther and then freeze over.
How far up the fall is he?
15 feet.
All right, it's too far for me to climb and reach it. Can I aim a crossbow bolt at the section of ice that's holding it?
You're welcome to try.
All right, I say, Snart, look out! You two.
I'm looking out.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, I miss.
Snark, roll me a d20.
Sorry about that, Snart.
Do I want lower or high?
High.
Then I will roll high.
I'll roll damage on Snart, I guess.
Yes,
Or
please.
not.
I'll shoot him for 6.
Oh!
Oh,
As where the ice is, about halfway up the leg, Snark, you feel this bolt into your thigh. You are a small target, so I mean it's a little harder to hit, but still.
Benji, can you please catch poor Snark as Erwina just unices his leg?
Okay.
Or attempts to.
You see as you start to unice the leg that the water continues to just rush around and hold it still.
How much damage is that?
For Jinjack 6. Or from Jinjack 6. So almost the same amount as the waterfall itself.
Then Erwina's gonna attack the waterfall as a bonus action.
You can try. Sure, go for it.
She'll try and not aim right at Snark.
Okay.
She'll try. And this is how we lost Snark. By taking pot shots at him.
Taking pot shots.
24.
No, that'll definitely hit the waterfall itself.
Good. It's a pretty big target.
Yeah, you hear you can see this piece of the ice kind of start to crumble and underneath the water. And at that moment, as you hit it, I need everybody to give me wisdom saving throws.
Is it charm based?
It's what?
Is it charm based?
Yeah, no.
Okay, because I get advantage.
It's
on
fear based.
Okay, cool.
15.
15 passes.
15 to not be scared of a waterfall.
20
What?
passes.
Yeah, we're so tough.
What's the
We listen to a
saving
lot of TLC. We're girly.
Where's the?
We're
Hold on.
TLCs.
I'm getting for you. Where's the? There you go. Okay, so it's wisdom.
Yep, wisdom based.
throw? Oh, come on.
And Benji.
That's an 8. I rolled a 1.
Snark rolled a 1, and Benji. So the Castle and Arowena kind of shake off that like bone curdling sound as you hear what sounds almost like a banshee come from the water itself, and Snark just kind of wiggles in the air and can't move, while Benji and Jinjack dart away. As this just banshee scream comes out of the waterfall as it's attacked.
My bones are curdled.
I would like to attack it with my sword.
Okay.
Stick. $17.
17 hits.
Seven damage.
All right. You see as you hit the sword, some of the ice chips away again. It doesn't seem to be doing as much damage as you think it should, but it is doing damage.
One moment.
And then let's see here. An Arowena, you did 5. Okay. As that happens, anybody else doing anything? Well, Benji, Snark, and Jinjack are kind of
I already
held for a
attacked.
moment.
I already attacked.
And
You've already
Blade.
attacked it.
Can I expend my last spell slot and also do radiant damage on this thing
Sure.
and divine smite this waterfall? Because
Sure, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Because that's what we're doing. I'm over it.
Over the waterfall.
I am over waterfalls. I'm done with it today. We're not. Let's see. Where is my? Where are you?
Expending
There we
your spell slot to activate divine smite.
Damn.
Alright.
Normal. That's 8 more points of radiant damage.
So as you watch the light glow against your sword, as you strike it, the scream bursts as the waterfall just collapses against the ground. And all you can see now is just this very cinematic moment where the ice hits the ground and kind of shatters and floats upward all around Castle as she's got her blade in the air and striking. So it's
This
just
is what real
very...
drip looks like.
So as the sparkles come off of the ice against the glows of both the light from Arowina and Benji's sword, it just kind of glistens throughout this moment as they fall back down to the ground. But along with Snark, Snark, I need you to give me an acrobatics check, please.
I gotta roll a good one of these days, right?
I believe you would think so.
Law of averages.
I will say with a 15, you are able to not take fall damage from the waterfall.
I was about to ask for some shenanigans and say if I can use my protection to impose disadvantage on the fall. But he's fine, so it's good.
But he's good. He's good. We
It's
made it
good,
out.
so no
We made it.
shenanigans.
All right.
Go first, he said. Go to head, he said. We got your back, he said. Right.
Don't run off, we said. Don't get into things you're not supposed to, we said.
We didn't tell you to climb the waterfall. I am sorry I shot you, though. What kind of shit is he looking?
He's got like 9 left.
On your max is 19?
Yeah.
All right.
I am out of lay on hands, so just I cannot help. I would if I could, but I am out.
I need
I
Benji.
did find out that there is a
I need
use-
Benji to give me a perception check, and the rest of you give me a perception check with disadvantage, please.
I got caught up in that trip, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the three of you are a little farther ahead, but Benji is...
That perception
Yes.
disadvantage.
Yep. Since you guys are farther ahead.
Just again a 4.
Yeah. Jinjack hears it. Benji heard it. Snark yet again.
It's not my day.
It's not your day.
It's
Arowina.
not my life.
You're muted if you're trying to say something. So, Benji, Arowina, and Jinjack, you start hearing this snarling sound coming from the entrance of the cave. Something has been alerted with that banshee scream that the waterfall gave off.
From inside the cave, or
The entrance. So that's the reason Benji can hear it. So it's echoing against the walls, but you can hear this snarling coming from behind you.
Standard fighter go up the falls.
I mean, depending on what it is, it might have to struggle with up the falls, but we don't know what's up the falls either.
There's that. Benji, come back here.
And she?
I think you said Benji.
Yeah, I said Benji.
Yeah, can Benji go back?
Are you going back to the party? Or are you going heading back towards the entrance?
She's going ahead. She actually is going to wait to see what's coming,
Okay.
and then once she sees it, you let me know, and then I'll decide.
Sure. As you start to watch, the growling gets louder and louder until you see two bright, amber-looking eyes in the darkness just outside of your range of light.
That's good enough. She'll go back.
Okay.
In that time, Erwina will have tried to create stairs out of this waterfall,
Okay.
or at least to make it easier to climb. Rudimentary.
So there's
ice
no
stairs.
water on this at all
Okay.
now. Whatever contraption, curse, whatever kept this creature here,
Okay.
once you shattered it, once it was destroyed, the water itself is. It seems like there's ice on the top and there's ice on the bottom, but the waterfall itself is gone. So it's
Okay.
just pieces of rock jutted out. I will say though, as you're moving in, this kind of starts to prowl.
Yeah, I'm hoping Benji comes back so we can find form a proper shield wall.
He's coming up.
What's going on? People trying to move stuff?
Shouldn't be. Should be fine. Alright. There we go. What are we doing? We going up the hill? Benji, what's Benji doing?
Yeah, I'm a little lost because it seemed unclear what was going on with Benji, so I'm not really sure what to do.
So she's running back to help make that shield wall because it looks like she's already been maneuvered there, right?
Oh no, I'm
That's what I was assuming she was. Okay, there we go.
And then there was talk of a shield wall, so we don't want to necessarily climb during a shield wall.
No, I think we're fighting.
We fighting?
I mean, it looks.
All right. If we're climbing, we need to do it now. But I thought the issue with climbing was that we don't know what's up top.
Yeah.
All right, then I said then we should form a wall down here and take on whatever's coming,
Okay.
which we have done.
Benji says, whatever it is, my blade will take care of it. It does plus 2d6 against large creatures.
Okay.
Gonna be a good day to be Benji.
All right, I'm just gonna hunker behind my shield with my mace out.
Okay, so we're going straight into combat again?
Yes. Snark's gonna stealth first.
Alright.
Actually, I'll just use another minor image of the rock outcropping, and I'll just be standing in it, so I can surprise him with the first round.
Okay. That means we've got yeah, so we'll do well, it's not gonna hit first, that's for sure. Your dice are winning at this point.
Odd.
Jinjak, Benji, and so Jinjak and Benji.
Oh, we're doing initiative again?
Yes.
Okie doke.
And everybody goes before the wolf that is currently walking very slowly towards you. So that's up to you what you want to do.
Well, I'm gonna shoot him.
So Arowena, you're up first.
Okay, Arowina's gonna move this way, and can she get a clear line of sight on it? Let's see.
Yes.
We're gonna use our Sidari.
So
archer.
this wolf is about 6.5 in size.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
about double the size of Candle.
Maybe.
Oh, miss.
He
She's just so
watches
she's so distracted by the majesty of this creature. She actually now doesn't want to hurt it. She loses the will to hurt it. Oh,
Loses the will.
cute.
I
Look at
thought
the
about
puppy.
I thought about a banana.
Not about a banana. All right.
It's just a big
That brings
murder
us
puppy.
to. Let's see. Who's next? Brings us to Benji.
All right, how far away is Benji from the creature?
Benji is 40 feet.
I think it's 30. she's going to say that she has fears that this thing can breathe and turn us to ice like the other dwarves before. So she's going to advance 30, and she's going to rage, and she's going to save her action until the thing gets close to him. Hopefully it does.
Okay, so you're just kind of buckling down, readying an action.
Yep.
All right. And that brings us to Snark. Jinjack, you're on deck.
Okay, Snark's going to cast the Hex Curse, which is different than the Hexblade Curse.
Okay.
Which is a spell, bonus action on that creature. And then I will fire, hopefully from advantage from the fake rock that I'm inside of. And I'll shoot it.
Yeah, what was your stealth?
I didn't roll another stealth. I was just inside the rock, but I can roll
okay.
stealth now.
That's fine, because he wouldn't have noticed it. So, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Or it wouldn't have noticed it.
Let's see if this is the laughable adventure for Snark or if I actually hit something. To do Eldritch Blast. Here we go. Boom. Okay. Roll advantage. There we go. All right. Cool. And I do an extra d6 as well. So first damage. Only 2. And then a d6 for the hex.
Okay.
That's 8. And it'll be a strength. It'll be against its strength because it can affect.
For dexterity or for disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage on strength dex.
Got it.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Yeah, and then totaled out at 8.
You said 8.
8 damage. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I hit something.
I'm proud of you.
Jinjack, you're up. Castle, you're on deck. And then
Okay, cool.
And then it's the wolf.
I'll toll the wolf.
Okay. Now, yeah, great idea. Now that the wolf has been hit.
Yeah. I'm gonna get told something sooner or later. No selected or assigned action can be target. Okay. Huh. Weird. Casting toll. Why won't it? Oh, I have to select myself. That's weird. There we go.
That is weird.
DC 13.
All right.
Oh, come on. All right.
Poor Jinjack.
As a reminder, I said that Benji runs up 30 feet, so she's 30 feet closer to the creature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because she's afraid it's going to breathe that ice thing, and at least if she can aggro some of that, if not, at least she's ready to hit it.
So she's just going straight.
Yeah, 30 feet, and then rage, and then holding action, and we'll attack if it gets close.
So, anything else for you, Jinjack?
No, that's it.
All right, Castle, you watched as Benji ran off towards the creature. So.
Okay, I would like to stealthily move myself along the wall as far as I can.
Okay.
So
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 30 will get you here.
Perfect. Do you want me to do a stealth check for that?
Yeah, you can. It'll be it's at disadvantage due to their keen hearing and sense.
That's fine. So. I'm very loud.
Yeah.
That's okay. And then I would like to just ready an action to jump on it.
Okay. So you're gonna ready an action that as it if it gets within your range or on you.
It's in range of me to like get on it.
Okay.
I'm going to mount this wolf. That's what I'm doing.
All right. So as Castle sneaks around the edges of the cavern as
You
stealthy,
do not have to be nice to me. I'm ice stomping
stomping along the
and
edges of.
It's like the Pink Panther thinking they're very cool and smooth. They're not. I'm very like obvious about it.
The wolf kind of gets down low and looks, and then all of a sudden you see as it jumps and pounces onto Benji.
Right. So as I said, I'm waiting until it gets close enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to grapple it when it comes close. It's one size bigger than me, right?
Yes.
Okay. So she's going to grapple it.
Okay. And that was what you had. That was the held action?
Yep.
All right. We will start with that then.
Okay. So she gets advantage because she's raged.
Correct.
Right. How about that? How about that, wolf? Oh,
You-
it's a tie. I think they win with the tie.
I mean, technically, they just wouldn't be grappled.
Yeah. So she
And she goes in to hug the wolf aggressively.
Just this set of just heavy amounts of just fluff in the face.
so
It
close.
seems on brand.
The wolf will, due to that movement, reach down and bite at Benji.
All right.
It bites. Due to the just so close to the body, it's hard to get its mouth down there, as it's just trying to gnaw at Benji.
Yeah. She's still trying to like control it, so she keeps the mouth from biting
Yep.
down on it.
Arowina, you're up.
I so badly want to do two different things. One is either hurt the wolf, and the other is to try an animal handling check. While we have it kind of at least in Benji's arms. I don't know if Arowina knows that Benji is not just like hugging it at this point.
Okay.
Arowina has decided this is her new friend. So she'll actually pull out of her pocket one of the good berries.
Okay.
And she'll walk closer and attempt an animal handling check, thinking maybe she knows it's probably not just hungry, but like to try and like give it a treat. She lowers her eyes. She kind of like pretends it's not there, but has like this tasty treat. This is how you handle wolves. You just kind of pretend they're not there, but it's like, oh, there's a tasty treat if you want it, like right here.
I love this. I love this image of like you offering a tasty treat and me pressed up against the wall. Like, what are you doing? No.
So let's break this down for the audience real quick, because this image right now is looking pretty ridiculous. So you've got this very oversized wolf, a Benji floofed into its body, just covered in fur. Right around the corner, Castle is playing Pink Panther against the wall, and Arowina is batting her eyes and walking up with a good berry, hoping that this thing is going to be
if at all possible,
happy.
can she use? Does she still have her action as well? Oh no, she's gonna animal handle. Is
Okay.
Her action. Never mind, because otherwise it's going to prestidigitation to make the good berries smell like delicious wolf meat that wolves like. Whatever she feeds, poor Scruff.
Okay.
I just feel like in this moment, like you and I are just looking at each other, and I'm like, no, and you're like, yeah.
Look, my heart wasn't in it. If the guiding bolt had connected, we would have still gotten the combat. This is so much more like this fun.
I just love this image. I just love this image.
17 to try and be the wolfie's friend.
The wolf kind of looks like Like,
But
the
she
problem
doesn't- she
is that the
doesn't
wolf
make eye
isn't really
contact.
paying attention. It's trying to bite the head off of Benji. So while you are trying to befriend the wolf, we're
That's
going
my
to
turn.
continue to move forward with Benji. So what is Benji doing while Arowina is trying to befriend the wolf? We'll see when it's the wolf's turn if it works or not, but right now it's Benji's turn.
Delicious snack.
She says, Arwina, I think he already has a snack. And then
You're
she's
not a
going
snack,
to-
you're a whole goddamn meal.
She's gonna give up on the grapple and say, take plus 2d6 damage. And she attacks. And she's gonna go ahead and reckless attack too.
Okay.
Alright, so let's go. Let's do this. Ogre Slayer.
For our audience, this is how we torture players because they don't want to kill the dire wolf.
There we go. Alright, and then it's gonna be
It's okay.
21
I
definitely
can heal
hits.
it once I shove the good berry in its
plus 2d6 because it's large.
Yes.
Another. And also that was only one.
Oh,
There we go.
9 and 12, so my math is right. 21? Correct, I think.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, 21.
Could just plug it in. Probably. So let's see here. It's 9. Alright. Yeah, so as you carve deep into this, into the wolf, you can hear it give out this whine of pain as the blood completely starts to cover portions of its fur, but it is not happy at all. Snark, you're up.
He doesn't look happy at all. And then I fire arrow. Go. Get used to it. There it is. Okay. All right, there we go. That'll hit. And then
That
add
hits.
1d6 for my hex.
Okay.
Okay, and then add 2 for Fury of the Small.
nice.
I didn't do the damage yet, did I?
No. That's what it's like. We're adding stuff that I don't know the damage yet.
There you go. So 7 plus 4, 11, 13 points.
All right. So as Arowina is getting ready to approach and Castle is hiding around the edge, you watch as a Eldritch Blast flies past both of you, hits the dire wolf in the face, and the dire wolf falls to the ground on the side, just kind of all the paws go limp as it's buried into the as Benji kind of falls into the tuft of the wolf. So it is laying on the ground dead.
I say, nice going.
Are we still in combat?
We are not still in combat at this moment.
Okay. Can I go check it to make sure it's like
Actually dead.
make sure it's dead or it's not just like suffering?
Okay.
Arena wants to feed it a good berry.
What kind of check you want from me on the
Medicine.
Is it medicine? Okay, cool. Cool. 9.
I mean, it doesn't look like it's breathing, but you don't know if it's not suffering. You make your choice, Castle.
Arena's gonna walk up, ready to feed it a good berry.
Make your choice, Castle.
Let it die. He was gonna eat Benji.
Yeah, I think it's just instinctually like because she doesn't know if it's suffering, she's just gonna give it like one
Do you want to describe this, or do you want me to?
I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna give it one, and
Okay.
that's what I'm leaving it at.
Okay.
Now we have to put on a disclaimer. We have now failed. The dog dies in this.
It's not a dog. This is a dire
That's
wolf.
not a dog.
This is a lot bigger than a dog.
That was a
big
dire wolf.
dog.
Is a big
It's
doggy.
It's
That
a
was
big dog. I
that's
will
a-
say the only descriptor that I think before is like I think I just kind of like slide like in front of it a little bit more so that like it's not fully visible of like what's about to happen.
Okay.
It is very fast and as least
I guess the better question
as
is
possible.
the better question is how are you feeling at this moment?
It is instinctual. She kind of just goes back into that instinctual mind, like when they were watching the execution. It's just
So for a
It's
moment to break this
suffering.
down for others, you watch as Castle just goes almost drone-like and slowly walks around the edge, draws the blade, and then places the blade away as fast as she possibly could. And that is where we'll take our break.
Okay.
So we can let our players have a moment to mourn the dire wolf.
Really? Because Jim Jack's gonna skin that. I just hope
Oh, God. All right, so we'll see you guys back in about 10 minutes. So see you guys soon.
Alrighty.
Hey everybody, we're heading back here. So, but before we do this, we're gonna just let everybody kind of tell us what they're doing in this week coming up. So we're gonna start with Chris. Do you have anything going on this week?
Nope.
All right, Eric.
Nope. No, just kidding. Hey guys, so I took this off so you can understand me and not just yell snark at you. So, in addition to this lovely show with this lovely DM and this lovely cast I'm playing with, I'm going to be playing on GaryCon on their YouTube channel for about 8 weeks. I'll be playing with Garner Andrews and some other luminaries every Sunday, 1 to 4 p.m. PST. I'll be playing Golem, the Illusionist Gnome. Sorry, not Golem. Glum. Golem's been taken. I was just notified via text. But Glum, the depressed gnome, is going to be playing. So hopefully you guys can catch us. It's on YouTube Live, not Twitch.
All right. Anything going on with you, Alex?
Well, tomorrow you won't be able to watch it now, but tomorrow I'm recording a Pathfinder 2 podcast. So keep an ear out for that. It's going to be with a fantastic cast. I get to play a cowgirl arcane hunting gunslinger kind of a deal.
All right.
The class is called Thaumaturge, and my accent will infect the entire party. It's going to be great.
Awesome. Torrance, anything going on with you this week?
Yeah, so this week my D&D group that I DM for will be dropping 2 new episodes this week, and then a 4th episode the week after that. It's a lot of fun. Our campaign this season has 3 bards, 2 rogues, and 1 fighter. So there's an absolute mess for you guys to get into. And then additionally, you guys can catch me here live on Twitch for all of the Fortnite and Dead by Daylight shenanigans that me and my crew like to get into. So you guys come hang out here with me on Twitch, and that's what we got going on this week.
And I'm
Awesome.
sure someone on my channel will also be streaming some form of Fallout game sometime at some point this week. We just don't have a schedule.
Fallout must be the big one right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
Everybody's doing 76. I'm playing Fallout 4, where I'm going to romance Paladin Dance for the 100th time. It's my Baldur's Gate 3.
All right. And I, of course, Tabletop Misfits. You can find me over on my channel on Wednesday nights. So I 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this week's guest is Hamasamakun, for anybody who knows him over on TikTok and Instagram. And then starting Thursday, I'm joining a new group on a new show over at Twisted Fate. I'm going to be playing a soldier in the 1900s for the new Critical Role exclusive Candela Obscura.
Ooh.
So
Hey.
come check that out. Give us some support as we venture into a new mystery as our circle is formed.
Oh,
So-
I have one more announcement I forgot. So I will also be on the King Norcalis channel here on Twitch Saturday at 7 p.m. We basically all cosplay and just riff and act like medieval goofballs, and I'll be playing Glum that one as well. That's Saturday at 7 p.m.
Awesome.
PST.
PST. All right. So let me reassume the look. All right. So returning, our players are taking a moment of mourning as the dire wolf is sitting there on the ground. You know that it's only a matter of time before the harpies potentially could return, and the unknown of what is up that waterfall is scaring all of you. But we need to know what direction you're heading, or what you want to do.
We gotta rest, like long rest.
I'm gonna check the direwolf's body.
Okay. What are you checking for?
Just curious as to why it chose to. Well, just seeing if it's diseased or
Oh,
any off with
okay.
it.
Give me a medicine check or an arcane check, depending on how you want to check it.
I will call upon the grace of Shantea before I begin, and utter a small prayer, a short prayer. That would be a 26.
Um, so, and that is with a medicine. You can tell that this doesn't seem diseased. It doesn't seem sick. As you kind of run your hands through the edges of its tuft, you can, or like through the sides, you can tell that you could very quickly feel the rib cage. This thing is extremely malnourished and hungry.
Ah,
I put my hand on his shoulder and I look at him. I say, "You know what his problem was? He's a monster."
well, I think he was very, very hungry. It's the same issue that was with the knucklehead trout. This animal was starving. Anyhow, is this the kind of place we want to take a long rest? I'm wondering.
We don't have any other options, especially if
don't.
there's going to be a freeze
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, we don't really have a lot of other options. It's sheltered more or less in here, whereas out there we're at risk of a lot of the elements. So
Hmm.
We could sleep inside the body of the wolf.
Well, I was thinking we could use the wolf fur on the ice itself. That way we don't have to stay at the mouth of the cave.
Oh yeah, that too.
All right, I'll pull out a knife and I'll see if I can, with as little gore as possible. Well, no, I'm just gonna try to see if I can skin it
Mm-hmm.
and and do exact. I'll move the corpse over to the mouth,
Okay.
Irwina will help.
Benji will help.
and then right where the body was, I'll see if I can make a fur camp.
Okay. So you're just building kind of this large, this large carpet against the ground.
Yeah, just because it's not good to sleep on ice.
I'll just say that if you fit
And
into
I'm
that.
hoping the ice is cold enough so that the like it's not a cured hide. I know that, but
Right.
the ice is cold enough so that it'll freeze the fluid
Give
and
me
that
a
it won't rot.
give me a give me a sleight of hand or a survival check.
I'll choose survival,
Okay.
and I'll call upon the grace of Shantea and say, "Guide my hand, goddess."
She guides your hand swift
Holy
and
cow!
true.
Yeah, that's a natural
Uh,
20.
yes. As you cleanly like if the creature was alive, you could have skinned this creature with the skills that you had. And you carve off just enough of to make an entire sheet of fur. So starting from one edge to the other, um, being smart about it, you left areas where the legs were, so it would be more difficult to carve those. But you have an entire sheet of a 3x3, so about a 9 foot set of pelt, just laying on the floor.
So one of our friends, Ash, mentioned that folks are going to be picking us up today or at the end of the day or something. What was the plan?
He was going to pick us up.
He did say he was going to pick us up. He said if he was not, that he would come back the following morning,
Gotcha.
but still are looking. So
Regarding the wolf meat, I'm gonna see if I can cook up something real quick.
do you have a fire?
I can.
I have prestidigitation. Can I help, like, heat up a pan or water or something?
Just heat some water up, and well, no, probably wiser just to use rations. If there's baddies in here, they'll smell me cooking. So probably better just to use dry rations for now.
Okay.
Sorry, I wanted to do well.
And if we haven't eaten our good berries yet, they're a day's worth of sustenance.
Oh yeah, I
Which is
still
why
have a
she was
good
trying
berry.
to eat it.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
I'll eat
good.
that. I'll eat a good berry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm dying to chop up and cook and eat a monster.
Apparently.
Benji Jinjak's got some meat lust in there.
It doesn't have to
Got
be
the
meat.
meat sweats.
The meat.
Not even meat. Even mushrooms or whatever.
Now he wants to eat a mushroom monster. What?
I would love to meet a mushroom monster or a mollusk or something.
I feel like if we were eating
A
mushroom
giant
monster,
scallop.
I feel like if we were eating mushroom monsters, we all would be tripping hard. So-
So don't take Jinjak to the Underdark. Don't do it.
The last time I ran a Myconid adventure, it did not go well for our bard. He was tripping balls the entire night. So
Maybe we'll get attacked by a chocolate cake monster.
Ooh,
No.
that sounds whimsical.
So here I have a couple of questions just because I want to figure out what we want to do and see how roughly what's the time right now.
time is weird here. You know
Right,
that.
exactly.
You guys have roughly been in this area so it took you about half the day to get here, and it's been roughly another 4 to 5 hours probably between the fights and then the movement and whatnot.
Okay, so here's my thought process. We definitely need to rest, but we also want to know what's going on with that waterfall. We also have to worry about the fact that those people are going to come pick us up tonight or in the morning. So even if we do take a long rest, we don't really have a lot of time to see what's going on with this waterfall situation, one way or the other. So we can take a couple of minutes and just look over the edge of the waterfall and then rest, or we can rest, get up early, and have probably even a smaller amount of time to check out the waterfall. I have no preference. I will leave it to the discretion of the full party, but that's kind of what we're working with right now. Because if we don't get picked up in the morning, we're on our own to get back.
He said he was going to come back the next day.
Yeah, but in like the morning, right?
Yeah, that just means we just have to spend an extra day here. Not ideal, but not the end of the world.
Right, but if we spend another day here, they're not coming back for us. We'll be on our own to get back. He said he'd only come back for us tomorrow, not 2 days from now.
Oh, is that what he said? I thought he was going to come back every day. All right, never mind then.
He said tomorrow, because he said after that he wasn't sure if you guys would make it.
Right.
All right. Well, if we rest for 8 hours and then start at it again, we'll still have enough time, I think.
Okay.
You get back by morning the next day. I mean, it's not as if we're worried about night or day, are we?
It's all darkest to us.
My only concern is I don't want us to have to find our own way back. I have no preference either way what we decide to do. Just wanted all of the information to be available to all of us.
James, how much time do we have until the boat comes?
So this is early evening where you're at right now. So the boat would be arriving shortly for this moment, which with how far you guys are down outside of this area anyways, it would take you too long to get back there tonight.
Right.
Because it's during their shift of their angler shift. He said he would return in the morning and do another. So what you pretty much have is you have 24 hours right now. So he'll stop in the morning before he goes out to do another set of fish, and then stop back on the way back to go back towards.
Gotcha.
So if we have 24 hours, we'll sleep for 8, explore the place, and that gives us a margin of like maybe how long did it take for us to get here from where they dropped us off?
About 2 hours altogether to get where you're at.
All right, so 8.
I can also maybe see about an animal messenger to leave a note at that location. Like we can try and communicate.
That's a great idea, actually.
Good idea.
Then we won't get left behind regardless. But I think that if we rest and then start exploring, we'll have time.
Awesome.
Maybe
Good
tell them
when
to
we
come in
survive.
the evening.
What's that?
Tell them to come in the evening, as opposed to the morning.
Yeah, say like don't check on us in the morning. We'll meet you in the evening, maybe a little later than originally planned. Something just so Erwin, I like that idea.
Okay, is there any so then what kind of creature are you looking for?
She's gonna look for something that flies. She may have to poke her head slightly out of the cave for a bird
Okay.
or a hawk. Some
Okay.
sort of winged creature. A bat would work. That'd be a very small note, though.
More likely, you'd find something like a snowy owl or a ptarmigan.
And she'll take the time to ritual cast Speak with Animal.
Okay. So of course, as we do for Speak with Animals, we're going to have you sit down, take your moment. But when we try to find the animal, we're just going to do an animal handling to see
And-
where if you find one.
I would like to try and help by because of course birds have really good vision and they will see prey from far away. I'll make an illusion of some kind of tasty, freshly dead rodent.
Okay. So you take the 10 minutes, you ritual cast, you two walk out to the edge of the cave. You can see you're surrounded by this massive carcass of flesh right next to it. You also can see hovering way high in the air more of those harpies as they're near the flesh. But you can roll me your animal handling.
Would that be at advantage?
It would be at advantage, yes.
Awesome. That is a nat 20 to summon bird.
To summon bird? We actually watch.
Bird.
So this is not one of the normal things that Arowina does, but you actually just watch her do the magic trick. She's like, and bird. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't work like that. But still,
Sleight of hand of bird.
sleight of hand bird. No, this actually is you kind of give off this whistle to hopefully not alert the creatures above. And with the training that your grandmother and family have taught you, there is a small, very fast, little, almost the size, like, I'm trying to think of the type. It's like these massive hummingbirds almost. And they're bluish pink, and when they flutter, you can see almost like rainbows in both wings, as this thing goes and perches straight into your hand.
No. Yes, I meant to do this.
That was the plan all along.
That was the plan. Does somebody want to write a note and she'll explain to meet with she'll describe the two humans in a way a bird would understand.
Okay, it's about half the size of a dove, so I mean it's a pretty small bird.
Small note, everybody. Small note.
I'll write a tiny note.
Okay.
Using like military shorthand, like very tiny, folds it up into a tiny little thing, and I'm like, okay, here you go.
All right, and I'm not going to make you do any sort of check on that because of the natural 20 for the animal handling. So you're able to tie this small note to the bird. You can watch it first that kind of like does this flutter. Is it like can't pick its foot up, and then it catches itself and just starts hovering in the front, and then it just stares at you the whole time, just like what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Arwina, that bird looks delicious.
No, we're not eating my bird.
No. No.
But she will give it instructions to go find the father and his son. And she'll describe, actually, because birds tend to be very shiny focused, she'll describe like the buttons on their shirt
Okay.
for an easy way to identify.
Yeah, so it's so they're called borealis finches is what these are, and they just kind of watches as you're kind of like making notes in the they're making notes in the air with like their nose,
Oh,
and then they turn and just
yeah.
off,
Awesome.
and you just see this fluttering of wings until it's out of nowhere. And you know
Okay.
specifically these creatures mostly deal with like they're very fruit based, so they pick at things, um, but they stay out of sight very well. It's why your parents, it's why your grandmother uses them as messengers so much. So, and I will say this is the first time you've ever been able to call one. So I also, because of the natural 20, I want you to add Borealis Finch Call to your character sheet. So whenever you are in a certain area, you can, and it would have to be a place out in the open, and not around, not inside anywhere. But you can call on these, and you'll get advantage to try to reach one because of your bird call.
Awesome. I use summon bird.
You have. So, you have sent word to the father and son, potentially, as long as it makes it. But what is the next plan? Are we going
Let's go to
are
sleep.
we resting? Okay. So this is where I ask the question: is anybody staying up?
Yeah, we'll take shifts.
Okay. So I'll need 3 shifts.
Castle's got one.
Castle's got one.
Erwina will take one.
Nark
Okay.
is going to sleep the whole time and snore.
I'll just make one recommendation. Just be on the safe side. It's 5 of us, so it's uneven, but I'd suggest that 2 people on watch at a time.
I will say you'll have advantage on both of those if you do. So.
I think like if we put like me and Arowina on one watch and then Benji and someone else on another watch, that would be a good way to do it.
So who do we want with Benji?
Who wants to volunteer?
Someone who can see in the dark.
Oh, crap. I guess that's me.
Well, Arwina can see in the dark. You can see in the dark. It would be ideal if you were split.
Yeah.
And then Jin Jack, you're picking up the last watch.
I can't see in the dark.
I could-
Well, I'll have to use light spells. Oh, Arwina, you're an elf or half elf?
Half elf. I have dark vision.
I know elves only need to sleep for 4 hours.
Half elves need the full.
Half elves need the full.
Yeah, that's what I
We gotta
said.
get our
Elves have
money
to sleep before.
It's how we get extra charisma.
I know.
The elves don't get it. It's the only thing that makes sense.
It's the only thing that makes sense
All
is they
right.
get better stuff.
So we'll split it that way, and I'll take a light and do the last watch.
Okay. So as you guys all bunker down on the wolf pelt, where is so you have the box there. You have where the wolf is currently placed in the area. Where is the person standing watch standing is the question, or sitting?
I think right in the middle of the group.
So are you sitting on the ice? Are you sitting in the
No,
pelt?
if I'm
I think on
on,
the pelt. Because they could come from either direction, right?
Correct.
So I would suggest we just have, if you're extending watch, you're just basically sitting up. That's what I would say.
Castle is pacing from like one end to the other.
So you're doing an actual watch.
patrol. Yes.
Okay, got it. And Arowina, while
Arowina-
she's doing that, what are you doing?
I'm knitting while also on watch.
Okay.
Making scarves.
All right. So as Arowina, the rest of you have placed yourselves on the pelt for rest. Castle is going back and forth on her 4 hours, while Arowina is just kind of watching as she's knitting away.
Yeah, back to a wall.
I need the two of you to give me perception checks. Actually, no. I need Castle to give me perception checks. Eroween, I need you to give me a Constitution save.
You said that you said that we're doing this with advantage, right? Because we did 2 people.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
20.
So the coziness of the pelt did not put you to sleep. So there's that. And with the 11, nothing. You don't seem to notice anything. But your night goes without disturbing. So 2 of you bed down to go to bed. Wake up. Unless there's something you two want to talk about, we'll move straight to the next watch. No?
Arowina, do you have questions as Castle's just making the rounds, periodically going by?
This is a good moment. If you two want to role play this out, you're welcome to. Otherwise, we'll move to the next watch.
Yeah, I think Erwina is just in her own head right now.
Okay.
That's fair, because I feel like Castle's still pretty disassociated in this moment.
All right. The 2 of you go to sleep. Benji and Snark wake up. I'm not going to say that there's really going to be a lot of role play there because Benji's not here.
Right.
Actually, Benji spends a lot of time telling me how awesome this Snark is.
Oh goodness.
And then she gives him her sword and said, "Sell it and buy yourself a really nice."
I imagine
jacket.
it's more of like a mom lecture about all the antics for a couple hours.
That's more accurate. I would have to go with that one.
I
I will say-
definitely feel like Castle probably pulled Benji aside before Castle went to sleep. It was like, you need to have a talk with him before I do. I've done too many.
Okay. So we will do just for that case. The both of you, please give me Constitution saving throws with advantage. Hopefully, neither one of you fall asleep. It would be funny if Benji doesn't and you do. Not gonna lie. Well, yep. Snark dozed off.
He's just staying on brand. Okay.
And Benji stays away. Yeah, so it's the mom talk as the child just kind of just falls asleep in front of him. But because Snark's a goblin, he can sleep with his eyes open.
Upsetting.
I will say it takes very little bit of time before Benji kind of just wakes him back up. But let me see here. Let me see something. Nothing goes on in your watch as well. Third portion. Jinjack, what are you casting light on?
Should I put the light on my mace?
Okay. Are you staying near the party or are you walking? What's your plan?
I'll do a march. I'll
Okay.
start 10 feet away and then march back and do 10 feet the other way.
Okay.
10 feet away from the edge of the carpet, of the fur.
Okay.
And I do not stop walking.
Okay. Got it.
I will
Give me
march.
give me a perception check, please.
Nine.
As you go back and forth, nothing seems to catch your eye. You every once in a while, as you get closer to the edge of the cavern opening, you start to see the silhouettes of something like shadows on the wall, and then you turn back around and go back towards the waterfall, and you don't seem to see anything down there. Every once in a while, that eerie sound, kind of the wind as it catches through the cavern walls, it makes that strange noise. But nothing seems to really catch your attention or anything, and you guys are able to make it through the night without too much of an issue. So everybody gets their long rest.
Yep.
Yay!
Yay!
Cool. Erwin, can you make some new good berries, please?
All right, as you all take your long rest, kind of start getting yourselves woken back up. Um, what's the next step? Check on
Well,
anything moving.
Chicken Jack, tell me a story.
that's what I was about to say. Just waiting for Arena to.
I already did.
Oh, you did? All right.
Yeah.
I'll take a good berry, and then I'll shift the light spell to my good book,
Okay.
and open it up and say, "Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time." Oh, jeepers here, hang on. Once upon a time, there was a farmer's daughter named Whist, who had the chore of fetching water from the farmer's well every morning as the sun come up. "Whist, time to fetch the water," her mother would call out as the cock crowed with the sunrise. One cold winter day.
I'm gonna interrupt you there for just a moment. The rest of you, I need to roll me perception checks. Okay, Castle sees it. So as Jinjak starts to tell his story, you start to see what looks almost like balls of bluish purple light kind of raise up over him and just kind of float around behind him. Very just slowly.
I keep telling my story.
You don't see this. You just keep talking.
Sorry, just having. Where was I? One cold winter day, Whist went to the well as the snow fell, and icicles as long as witches' fingers hung down from the wee roof covering the well. Whist lowered the bucket, expecting to hear a thump or a splash. Instead, she heard an ouch! Careful up there! And then I carry on for another 10 minutes, and then I end. So Whist dried
Another one
off.
appears, just kind of floats with it in this dance.
So Whist dried off herself in the wee ice fairy, lighting a fire from some dry kindling she had stashed nearby. The fairy smiled and said, your wish shall be granted, kind human." Praise and Whist, she said, "Praise Shantea. So remember, be good for goodness sake, for goodness sake."
So as you look up and after you're done talking, you're pointing your fingers, you're watching everybody else's eyes just kind of trailing behind you, like in front, like just watching it. So as he ends his story, you see both of these balls of light just and fly up past you all and up over the wall of the waterfall.
I say, I didn't do that.
Let's go. Go figure it out.
Well, did they get their bonus?
Yes, they all got the bonus.
Oh, okay.
Action it again?
4, I think.
Yep, everyone gets 4 hit points. 4 bonus hit points.
Correct.
All right. So now, since Benji has stealth, she will offer to go first.
I ran off immediately.
Towards the
Where's
lights.
the light? Yeah.
Okay.
They went over the waterfall though, didn't they?
Yeah.
But I'm running that direction.
So I need climbing check, or I need athletics checks or acrobatics checks to get up the wall.
Oh, I'm just at the wall.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
Waiting for the rest of the party.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not climbing by myself, but
Got
I
it.
am taking off that direction towards the waterfall.
Okay.
How high up is it? You all the way up?
It's 30.
Okay. Benji will offer to go first, and she can drop the rope down.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Hey,
You watch this just almost like bear clawing into the wall, just 1, 2, 3, as if it's just ease for her to climb all the way up. And then she turns around and drops the rope, holds on to it.
I will anchor myself at the other end of the rope so that way we have it taut on both ends.
Okay.
So everyone else can climb up and then I'll go up last.
Okay. So everybody else, because you're scoring it on both sides, I'll say the three of you have no issue climbing the rope. And then Castle, I'll just need a athletics from you.
Fantastic.
and Benji's still pulling her up.
19.
Yes. Yep. No problem. Slowly but surely, Benji pulls it all the way up. The five of you are up on the top of the waterfall. As you get to the top of the waterfall, you can see an opening to your right, and you can see an opening in front of you where the water continues to, or where the ice continues to go. Your choice which direction you want to go.
Well, Arwena's not come back yet. I
Nope.
don't necessarily want to make this decision without her.
Okay.
Let's just send Arwena up ahead.
That's not how that works. Even as an evil GM, I won't do that.
No.
I'm joking.
Well, I was thinking maybe Snart could scout.
What?
Hey, Snark, you like running off and doing things you're not supposed to. You want to go check that out?
No, thank you.
Oh, so now you don't want to. Okay.
We're learning.
I mean, I
Well,
like
just
to hang
look-
upside down and be almost killed and everything, but not
Well,
twice in one day.
you can see in the dark though. Can't you go up to like the corner and just look down that corridor on the right?
I could.
I think that's a great idea, Snark.
Oh,
Still.
man. All right, I'll stealth up there.
All right, give me a stealth check.
If something bad happens again.
Benji 100% told me as soon as she woke up this morning that you fell asleep.
Hey, there we go.
All right, so you're sneaking up to here.
I can't move myself. I don't have a mouse. Thank you.
All right, so if you look down, you can see the ice no longer catches on the ground here.
Okay.
And it seems to be at a slight incline, but nothing that's going to hinder your movement. But it goes as far as you can see, and then kind of turns around the edge.
Okay.
In front of you, you can see the ice continues to go forward, and then starts to bend the other direction. And that's kind of all you can see at the moment.
Can I do investigation on the ground there
Sure.
with my 8 intelligence and 6 wisdom?
Sure, give me an investigation. And what are we looking for? Are you just trying to...
Looking for tracks or anything that was like may have been dropped, something to indicate somebody traveled through here.
Got it.
10.
With a 10, it's hard to tell.
Okay. All right. I go back and I tell him, no ice. It's an incline, but doesn't look like it'll impede our movement. I say we go that way.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
If that's what everyone's cool with, us moving down the corridor, then we can do that.
Well, we're gonna investigate that. Right. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to move up to so you're going to see that there's a little bit more of an incline as you get closer, and it opens up into a larger room. So
I'm gonna hold back. I don't want to be in the front. I
I'll,
suggest, I suggest,
I'll go front.
yeah,
Arena
either
will
Castle
go
or
right
Benji
behind.
should be up front. I'm just
I'll go
not.
behind to be your eyes. I'll be
Yeah,
your
yeah.
seeing eye. I'll be your seeing eye human ish.
Yay.
Half human.
Well,
I love it.
I'm gonna put the light spell on Benji the way I normally do, just because she can't see in the dark.
Right. Okay.
Let's move Benji and Snark up behind us then.
Yeah. Snark's still stealthing this time.
Okay, so you can see these looks like natural stairs. It give a little bit more of an incline, but it doesn't seem to be too difficult to still climb. The it's almost as if it's like shelving in like rock.
Like, does it look sturdy or?
Yeah, it looks sturdy.
Okay. Um, Even still, I think like with Arowina kind of being my seen eye human, I still think I'm gonna move down this incline very slowly and carefully, just like looking for any of the like shell that's like maybe cracking or could, just start to slide out from under me as I start to go down.
Arwina will be actively perceptioning, looking for monsters or other hazards.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So
And then she will go first because she also has danger sense for traps.
Who's going up first?
Benji, because Benji has danger
Uh,
sense for traps. It's up to you though. Since Space is not here, if you'd like to, go ahead, Castle.
It's fine either way. I was kind of like, it's fine. It's up to you guys.
That's like Castle. Take one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you
so-
start to, are you just checking as you're walking, or are you?
Yeah. So like, I'm kind of like checking doing that thing like when you go hiking, like you like check it.
Oh, you're
before-
footing each time.
Yeah, so it's like I check my footing, and then like once I know that like my foot's sturdy, then like I look up and I look around my surroundings. So like that's kind of like what I'm doing is I'm doing like active like foot positioning, room check, foot
Okay.
positioning, room check.
Give me a perception check with advantage because of your seeing eye druid.
Let's go, seeing eye druid. 15.
Okay. With a 15, it's a very quick like changeover, but it's Arowina looking, and then kind of giving you a tap on the shoulder, and then you take a step,
Right.
and then Arowina looking, take a step, so that you can make sure that everything is footed properly as you walk up.
Right.
As you get to the top of the stairs, though, Arowina, since you're the only one that can see at the moment, the first thing you notice immediately is two things. One, there is blood covering this room, just all over the floor.
Lovely.
The other thing you see is there is an encased rock of ice right here with a set of bones in it, like similar to what you saw outside but smaller. And you can see pieces of a fully fully skinned body just inside the ice.
Does it? Can she do a medicine check to see if it looks like human remains?
Sure.
Sorry. Click.
A lot bigger than a human.
A lot bigger than Huh. Well, we know that the last time that these were melted, that we got all those nasty little guys. So maybe we want to leave this for now, at least.
But otherwise, you see on the floor bones of other smaller creatures or people. You see clothing that has been kind of just torn and shredded across the area, as well as even broken or beaten up armor and weapons as well. So just imagine this place kind of looking like a trash heap, and then this large, very unnaturally shaped ice encased set of bones.
We're definitely in the den of some predator. Now, if that predator is natural or monstrosity, or people can be monsters too.
That is true.
We're definitely in something's lair, is what she'll kind of like whisper to the group.
Do we think that any of those remains are the people we're looking for?
The girls?
The
We'd have to
fisherman.
get a. We'd have to look.
Fisherman.
Oh, the fisherman. Right.
Yeah.
We'd have to take a closer look at it. Is there anything on the ceiling that I can make out?
Just you can see the jutting of rocks, like the stalactites hanging from the ceiling, but nothing seems to be on the ceiling itself.
Erwina, can you see anything on this end of the room where I'm picking?
She'll look over there with her dark vision.
Let me show you what you see. Maybe if it lets me.
Ooh, more cave.
So
I see more cave.
You see just another entrance. You see more starting to incline more, and then it seems to go in two different directions before it's out of sight.
Okay.
Might I recommend we hug the right-hand side and
Yeah.
pass through?
Yeah, let's go that way. It looks possibly a little less bloody this way.
All right. Let's lead the way then.
Away from the creepy body in
All
there.
right. So as you walk around the edges to this area here, you can now see, at least the ones who have dark vision can see a direction north and a set of stairs heading up to another platform or another portion of the cave ahead.
And as we went by, we're pretty sure those are not the fishermen behind us.
You are unsure.
Unsure.
Well, I mean, shouldn't somebody check? Because if that's them, then we can get the heck out of here.
I don't want to get any closer to that ice encased thing than we possibly can. But I mean, I'm not gonna. If you want to carefully look at what's around it without getting too close, that's an option. I just don't think we want to get any closer to that body encased in whatever that ice is. I don't think that's a smart idea.
I am optimistic. I think we'll find them alive. So, and I'm with you on checking chunks of ice that might have nasty spirit things in them. All those. How close can you, Snart? Can you take a look at it or sniff it to see if it's human?
You know, if he gets within sniffing distance, he's also probably gonna bite it.
I'm sure he can stay.
What am I sniffing? The ice or the remains?
The remains.
Me again?
All right, fine, whatever. I'll come out. I'll examine I'll shift the light. I should really be helpful if Benji kept up with us.
I can't control right now because I don't have my mouse and it's not working.
All right, because I put the light on Benji. I'm going to use medicine, and I'll use medicine, and I'll call on the blessing of Shantae, and I'll examine the bones.
Okay. Just the bones. You're not looking through any of the armor, weapons, none of that clothing.
Oh, all right. Yeah, sure. If it helps to figure out who these people are, I'll do that too.
Okay. Give me a. Yep. I will say with the 15, you can tell that most of the bones in here are either animal or humanoid. The clothing is definitely humanoid. Smaller humanoids, so potentially, halfling, dwarves. As you pick up one of the pieces of ripped clothing, though, you notice a small folded up note in one of the pockets.
I will remove the note and read it.
and it says it says in Dwarvish. Does anybody read Dwarvish?
Not I.
All right, so that's not
Says something in Dwarvish. Okay, I'll just pocket the note for now.
okay.
Look over to the stone.
Mm-hmm.
Benji, can you hold up your spear a little high? I mean your sword.
He
As
does.
you bring the light over the stone, you can see that it seems that the creature or human is encased in the ice. But as you get close to the face, you take a moment and you can almost think that something's moving.
I'll back off. And I say, I don't want any part of that. I think there's another one of those water ice monsters in there. Something's moving. Let's move on.
Okay,
While
Benji.
you three are doing that, Castle and Arowena, I need you to give me perception checks, please.
What about Snark?
You are with Benji and Jinjak, I thought.
Oh, okay.
So the two of you, as you are waiting for them to return, see that strange light floating just about 20 feet ahead of you over here.
Can I just figure out what this is?
You're welcome to try.
What do you want me to roll for that?
What are you trying to figure out? Are you trying to figure out, is this magic? Is this a creature? Is this undead? What are we trying to work for?
Actually, you know what? Now that you say it like that, can I use my divine sense on it?
You're welcome to try, yeah. So as you close your eyes, you think back to your training, and you kind of get this vibration of this is definitely undead, but there's more. You see it in that. You see it in the floor. You can feel a large amount coming from the room that Jinjak and them are in, as well as pretty much you're seeing just blips of this all around you.
So this floating light is just undead energy?
Yes. And you can feel the same undead energy underneath your feet, in the walls.
Are we inside of something dead?
No. But
Believe you.
I will say, if you want to give me a... Oh, man. What time is it? Let's see.
It's 9:30.
Yeah. I really want Benji to be here before this is experienced. But I will say for right now, you can see that this seems to be different pockets of the undead energy all around you.
Okay. Well, first off, this like
And this thing is just slowly just...
this skeeves Castle out horribly. They don't do undead stuff. There's not a lot that makes them squeamish. They are now uncomfortable and they don't like it. And they are now going to tell everyone what they just figured out. And they don't like it.
Arowena trying to remember if she's been told any stories about anything similar to this? Any fairy tales or druid lore?
Give me a history check.
It won't be great, but we can try. Can she have also, with that information, given herself guidance?
Sure, I'll let you. And if you get a 20, I'll give you some information.
Yay! I know you don't want to do a reveal, but
I think if I do the reveal, we're going to call it right after the reveal. Because I don't want Benji to miss out on the next step, the next spot.
Okay. Nope. It's an 18.
So, from what you can assume, and you've heard that different types of creatures of old have burial grounds and whatnot. And you have a feeling that this might be one of those.
And she'll share that this is definitely the burial ground of some creature from long before.
Well,
As you
we
say
still gotta
that,
find
the
the person.
wisp starts to drift away up those stairs.
Okay.
It's this entire cavern is a burial ground.
Arowena will kind of at least poke her head around that corner.
As you say, this entire cavern is a burial ground. You hear this very old, decrepit sounding female voice say, "Yes, and for you, you will join them." And that's where we'll pick up next week. Oh, I don't want to start that before we have our wonderful barbarian back. But it has been a fun journey into the caverns. And next week, I think we're going to find out what is watching them this entire time. So hopefully you come back. Hopefully you come back, you find out with us. Benji will be back with us after the family emergency, and we will be able to finish our adventure here in the caverns, return to East Haven, and maybe if I'm feeling nice, maybe the level. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So, right?
If we don't die.
If you don't die. It's a good possibility.
die.
We'll find out how
We
that
could
really-
die in the level.
I really hope it's not your grandma, Arowena.
Ooh,
It's my other grandma.
that'd be a
I-
twist.
I would hate to have to smote your grandmother.
You know, maybe my grandmother has a jilted ex-lover who's my other grandma.
I
You
like
never
that.
know.
I'll smote that one.
Well, I hope everybody's having a wonderful time. I know I am telling this amazing story with all these great actors and players. Once again, we are Dressed to Quest. These are my amazing players, and we can't wait to see you guys next week as we start on to episode 11 of our journey in Icewind Dale.
Wow.
Until then, have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and remember to check out Gen Con TV every Monday at our new time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 for all you Eastern Coasters. See you all. Oh, hold
Do
on
that.
before we go. Oh, the wisp is. I can't
The
tell
bird
which
whisperer,
person
is that what we're
that
looking at?
one.
I think that's the bird whisperer.
Oh, the bird whisperer. Okay. And then the wisp floating over Jinjak's head.
And then there's the.
And
I think that's Castle stabbing a water thing.
stabbing
Yeah!
a waterfall. Yep, Castle stabbing a waterfall.
And that's Snart getting punched by a waterfall.
There we go.
I love it.
So stay tuned as we continue to have the amazing Chris do all this artwork for us. If you're interested and you want prints or whatnot, we can try to come up with that idea, but you have to reach out so we know it's something to do. So, and then I'll go back to Chris for all of his hard work. So, till then, have a wonderful night.
Bye, guys.